the visionary designer who turned his teenage passion for skate culture and screen printed tees into a groundbreaking fashion label. From chance encounters with Virgil Abloh to game-changing collaborations with NASA and the New York City Department of Sanitation, Heron Preston's journey is a masterclass in creativity, hustle, and the art of making it in the Big Apple. Heron Preston Johnson was born on April 18, 1983 in the Bay Area of California. Growing up in the 90s, he was surrounded by the explosive skate culture and the rise of legendary skateboard brands like Stussy and Supreme. These early influences would later shape his unique approach to fashion. Preston's journey took a pivotal turn when he attended the New Technology High School in Napa. This was significant because New Tech wasn't just some ordinary high school. It was a modern tech-focused institution backed by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Here, Preston honed his skills in coding and had a new media class where he learned designer softwares like Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator that will become invaluable in his future. The school's unique environment with its glass wall classrooms and frequent visits from tech entrepreneurs and philanthropists gave Preston a glimpse into a world where innovation and creativity were celebrated. Preston thanks New Tech High for the broad skill set he acquired, even though he taught himself how to code HTML. This eventually brought him into the blogging community, which later served as a career launchpad. But his true calling was fashion. He started small, designing and selling screen printed t-shirts with a friend. This humble operation opened his eyes to the power of turning ideals into tangible realities.
Started working in a shop, one of the shops called Red 5, selling t-shirts. It was like a Colette of its time. I knew how to do Photoshop and I was just a fresh kid. So I was like, let me start making my own shit. Since I worked at that shop, my boss, Red 5 had a Red 5 t-shirt line. So that was sold around the world. So when I started doing my tees, my boss was like, yo, just sell to our accounts. So I was instantly in like Fred Segal in Los Angeles, and I was selling in like these shops in Japan, and that was the very beginning of like the Heron Preston like clothing. So it was t-shirts, and I was like screen printing them myself in San Francisco. Through a friend, he had a connection with a screen printer, and he was like a hustler, entrepreneur friend of mine. So he's like, yo, we can make a t-shirt line. I have a plug out in Hunters Point.
The experience of creating something from scratch and seeing people embrace it was a rush like no other. It was during this time that Preston began to develop his signature style, blending the raw energy of skate culture with the keen eye for graphic design. With this newfound passion, he set his sights on the fashion capital of America, New York City, of course. He knew that if he wanted to make it in the fashion world, he had to be in the fashion and cultural hub of the world. With a heart full of dreams and a head full of ideals, Preston packed his bags and headed east, ready to take on the Big Apple. In 2004, Preston enrolled at the prestigious Parsons School of Design, following in the footsteps of fashion icons like Marc Jacobs, Donna Karan, and Tom Ford. The school's rigorous curriculum and creative environment were a perfect fit for Preston's ambitions. He soaked up knowledge like a sponge, honing his skills and developing his own unique individual vision. He wasn't content to just sit in the classroom though. He launched a photography blog showcasing the stylish people he encountered on the streets of Manhattan. This side project not only contributed after graduation, but also caught the eye of a gallery owner, Al Moran, who offered to publish Preston's work in a book titled The Young and the Bangin'. This publication sent ripples through the city's art and fashion scenes, putting Preston on the map. After graduation, he worked for a creative consulting agency, but his big break came from an unexpected source. Friends at Nike offered him an empty space in one of their stores for a book release party. Despite having no experience in event planning, Preston jumped at the chance. Drawing inspiration from his own unique high school experience, he transformed the Nike store into a one-of-a-kind space filled with lockers, bleachers, and other nostalgic elements. The event was a hit, and it wasn't long before Nike came knocking with a job offer. As Nike's ambassador to New York, Preston's star continued to rise. He had a knack for being in the right place at the right time, rubbing shoulders with the city's creative elite and making connections that would shape his future. It was during this time that he connected with fellow fashion trailblazer Virgil Abloh through their mutual love of blogging. Just a chance, meeting at a Mexican restaurant out of all places, sparked a friendship that would lead to groundbreaking collaborations, including the launch of the popular streetwear brand Been Trill. Preston's circle grew to include the likes of Kanye West, Matthew Williams, and Justin Saunders, as he joined them on the iconic Watch the Throne tour. Traveling the world with these creative powerhouses was a masterclass in innovation and hustle. Preston cashed up every moment, learning from his peers and refining his own artistic vision. It was a lit time filled with late night studio sessions, unscripted fashion shows, and a sense that anything in this world was possible. But he wasn't content to just ride on the coattails of others. He had a vision of his own, a burning desire to create something that would shake up the fashion world. And so, with the support of his friends and the lessons he learned along the way, Preston set out to launch his own brand. In 2017, Preston launched his self-named brand. Encouraged by Abloh to release a full collection, he debuted his first official line in Paris. The New Guards group took notice and signed him immediately, catapulting the Heron Preston label to new heights. His designs quickly became known for the bold use of orange, eye-catching graphics, camo prints, and a refined workwear aesthetic.
And also bridging different worlds together, right? I think that's kind of how you create new formulas or new stories, is not by doing something the same thing, but you got to figure out ways to kind of make new stories by bringing different kind of things together. Again, waste management and fashion. Those two worlds should have never been connected, but I figured out how to connect them in one of the coolest ways.
Preston's vision extends far beyond creating trendy clothes. His design philosophy is deeply rooted in sustainability, innovation, and expression of feeling towards society. A transformative moment occurred in 2017 during a trip to Ibiza. He was shocked by the amount of trash littering the pristine beach. This experience ignited a desire to make a change, leading to a groundbreaking collaboration with the New York City Department of Sanitation. Together, they created a collection of upcycled uniforms that not only sold out almost immediately, but also earned a feature in Vogue. From UGG and Nike to Off-White and Carhartt, Preston's collaboration have showcased his global impact and ability to partner with some of the world's most iconic brands. Over the years, his collaborative spirit has led to the partnerships with some of the world's most iconic brands, leaving his mark on a wide range of products. These collaborations had not only introduced his unique design perspective to new audiences, but also allowed him to explore different materials, silhouettes, and production techniques. One of the most notable collaborations was his 2018 partnership with NASA. Inspired by the space agency's rich history and technological advancements, Preston created a capsule collection that featured replicas of astronaut pressure suits, complete with NASA's classic worm logo type. The collection proved his ability to blend function and fashion, creating pieces that were as practical as they were stylish. Last year of 2023, Heron announced a long-term partnership with H&M to lead 𝐬𝐻, a multifaceted platform that includes advisory roles, unique special collections, and mentorship programs for young creatives. In addition to his work with H&M, he launched a less environmentally destructive initiative in response to the Black Lives Matter movement. LEDI aims to uplift Black voices and create a more inclusive fashion industry by providing resources, mentorship, and opportunities for aspiring Black designers and creatives. To celebrate the collection's launch, a mannequin wearing Preston's design was sent into space, showcasing the designer's ability to push the boundaries of fashion quite literally. The stunt generated buzz around the world, cementing Preston's reputation as a visionary who wasn't afraid to dream big. His collaborations aren't just about generating hype, they're about using fashion as a force for good. Through his partnerships with organizations like the United Nations and the World Food Program, he has used his platform to raise awareness about pressing issues such as climate change, poverty, and food insecurity. By leveraging his influence and creative vision, Preston has inspired a new generation of fashion enthusiasts to think beyond aesthetics and consider the broader implications of their choices. He's become a sought-after speaker at conferences and events around the world, sharing his insights on sustainability, innovation, and social responsibility. His words have inspired countless others to follow in his footsteps, using their own talents and passions to make a difference inside of our world. Preston's story is one of relentless creativity and willingness to take risks. He has never been content to follow the crowd, instead forging his own path and inspiring others to do so. With his ongoing work at H&M, his less environmentally destructive initiative, and countless other projects, Preston is poised to make an even greater impact in the years to come. Make sure to watch this video next to see how this guy got put on from New York City. A different method, but a relentless strategy, and I just know you will love it.